Please come online, Aarti. She talks to us about animals and gives us tips around animals today. So let's hear what Aarti has to say about animals today.
Hi everyone. So today I have come up with a demo with me. Sorry, it's not a real pet, but my pet would not sit for it. So I said, let me get. So today we're going to talk about certain holes which we can use it on our pets. We know Diwali is coming or Ganpati is coming. These are two festivals in India where there are a lot of crackers, there's a lot of noise. We know animals get very disturbed with a lot of noise. And some of the animals get very, very, very anxious to the core where they are actually shivering. So what can we do? We've already discussed there is something called a rescue remedy which can help. But in cases where the pet is literally shivering, rescue remedy itself will not help. There will be, we'll have to take the personality of the pet and then make a mix completely dedicated to that specific individual. So y'all can get in touch with me for a specific, because I cannot generalize it. But as a general remedy, rescue remedy will work as an SOS. Now, along with that, what else can you do? At that point of time, if you don't have a rescue remedy, you don't have anything in which, um, you can calm your pet down. You might close the windows and you might create a safe space by putting pillows and everything. You've done everything, but your pet is not calming down. The first most important thing is you'll calm yourself down. So first, so there are many ways where you can calm yourself down. Take deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Take 3 or 4 deep breaths and calm yourself completely down, because only when you are calm will you be able to calm your dog. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to calm your dog. In fact, your dog is going to get more anxious, or your cat is going to get more anxious. So first, calm yourself down, take a deep breath, and then just follow these points. If you feel even by taking 3 deep breaths you are not calming down, then you can do these holds on yourself first, on your pet. So I'll just show you the hold. The first hold is one hand will be here. These are the 2 legs of this thing. This is the chest area. So you just hold the pet. You just have to hold, no pressure, nothing. Just hold, put your finger here, and one will be here. So these are the 2 points. You just hold these points. You will focus on your breath, keep breathing, and notice the dog's breathing or the cat's breathing. And along with that, focus on the pulse. You will start feeling the pulse. If you don't feel the pulse initially, that's completely okay. But keep holding the pet like this. Because when you keep holding, your pet is going to calm down and go to sleep. When you're holding this point, you're also letting him go a lot of burdens. There are certain points over here. There are meridians over here which will literally calm your dog down. And even you will calm down. So you will go to sleep very well, and so will your dog. Do this for some time. After that, this hand remains here and this hand moves to the coccyx. This is for rejuvenation.
So show us the first hand. The first hand is not very clear, Aarti.
The first hand is this.
Okay.
This, and this will be this.
Wonderful.
And this will continue like this, and this will move here. Just where the tail is supposed to start. And you have to just slightly put it, no pressure, nothing. You just literally slightly put it, and you will start feeling the pulse. And first of all, you'll start seeing your animal calming down. After your animal has calmed down, then you move it here. For any cases, the animals don't like it here because they're very anxious. You can do this actually each and every day, because this will even if there is no stress in your pet, he's not getting scared or she's not getting scared. If you do this every day, when you start doing this hold specifically every day, you can actually start speaking to your animal and telling your animal to calm down, because you start connecting to an animal. This is unconditional love.
Wow.
You are connecting to your animal from your heart, and he is actually listening to you from his heart. There is an energetic cord that's created when you do this. If for some reason you feel that your pet is getting more anxious, is not letting you touch here or anywhere, If he's not letting you touch your, maybe he has pain, which we had already discussed. They have pains and sometimes he's sore over there. He might not let you touch. That's completely okay. Hold this point and hold this point. And if that's also not okay, hold one point on your dog and one on yourself. This way, you're also creating a different connection. We have to understand they're connected with us anyways when they are pets. But just holding on, usually whenever they are anxious, they'll let you hold on this. When they're not anxious, they'll not let you hold this. So then you just hold the top part every day, because you're letting go the burdens over here, the responsibilities that they are also holding in their shoulders, the responsibilities that we hold in our shoulders. There's a lot of pressure put on their shoulders also, because we make them wear the harness over here and then we pull them. Even the neck, we make them wear the harness here and we pull them. So there's a lot of pressure anyways that's created in our animals over here. That's the reason. And as they grow older, they start having actually an issue here, but we don't realize it because they don't tell us or they don't show us they're having an issue here. They might have an issue here which you might feel because they have a problem in getting up, but it originates from here. This is the area that you should start focusing from a young age itself, because we are using this part very strongly for them. So these are the points that you can do for pets, and it's amazing. I have seen my dog who is so petrified during any kind of crackers or even thundering. She won't sleep that whole night. I have to close the entire windows. I have to put pillows and I have to be with her. Otherwise, she is like completely lost. But this hold just puts her to sleep completely. So this is like the magic pill in your hand to help your pet relax. The second most important thing that I want to discuss today is about bark flower remedy called walnut remedy. If you see that animals are not adjusting to an environment, there are changes happening in the environment, there are new people coming into the environment, please start giving them walnut remedy. Walnut remedy is for any kind of transition. We are going through changes each and every day. So are they going through changes. Even now at this period of time, they're going through changes. They have their owner 24/7 with them. They're not used to us. They are like, they are overdone with us actually now. They're not getting the space that they had. So walnut remedy is going to help animals. If there are 2 animals or 3 animals in a house and one animal is not getting along with the other, or one human is not getting along with the other, please start taking walnut remedy. It will let you adjust to each other. It will let you be in your space and let that animal be in that space and sync with each other. So these are the 2 tips for today. I just hope that you use them, and even you will benefit and even your animal will benefit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was brilliant. That was amazing. And I was just thinking of suggesting that some of us should sit in Walnut all together, because we really are not getting along with people at home. So, that would probably be an easier place, Aarti, and thank you for that tip. It's not just the pets who need this therapy, but I think it's also us who need this therapy. Any changes that are happening in our life, we are more anxious because we like that. We like worrying. And thank you so much. That was so beautifully explained. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go to the next.
Thank you, Anu.
Thank